it was cool. It was different. You know what I mean? Because it's like even when you go to school, you get lunch. You know what I mean? It's the truth. I mean, you hear about a joke, but it's the truth. I used to get heroes with Nutella on it. You know what I mean? The kids would be like, "Oh, Hoagie's got shit on a stick," and I was shit on a loaf of bread, and I was like, "Bon appetit." You know what I mean? To me, it was awesome. And now everybody who sees Nutella goes nuts over it.
Yeah, back then it was probably...
Back then, it's like, I was a pioneer, you shitheads.
I brought this shit.
I started this. You guys suck.
That gold foil, everyone was wondering what that was.
Yeah,
just
always.
leaving it around the school.
They don't know. My mom would send me with plastic things with like chicken cutlets with roasted peppers the night before. You know what I mean? I was the only kid in third grade with a full silverware set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was cutting this. I got in trouble for bringing a knife to school. I didn't bring a knife to school. I brought a knife to lunch because I'm not an animal. All right, I got to cut
just
my
sit there
food.
And saw it with the plastic.
Have a little thermostat with coffee. Like it's what you got to do. We got to enjoy lunch.
Could you imagine a little Augie just sitting there?
It was never a little Augie.
A little large Augie just sitting there.
A little espresso glass.
Espresso. People are like, "Hey, Augie, no, I'm not done with my espresso.
We will play kickball when I'm done.
When I'm done, and I have my energy again.
Please, right now, I got to digest.
I picture like being a first generation Italian. Like you come home and there's just meat hanging from the ceiling, salted cured meats just ready to go in the kitchen.
No, being a first generation Italian or probably being a first generation anything, and not just Italian. And this is true because it's. I've been lucky enough to have first generation, Spanish friends and black friends. And it's just when you're first generation, it's honestly, when you get home, it's not like that. What it is you better get to work. And I'm not talking about physical labor. I'm talking about get to work, with your school. Like I hated school, but I hated being yelled at by my parents. So I had to do my homework. I had to do work because when you're first generation, all that means is your parents came here to give you a better life. And that's what my parents did. That's what anybody's parents did. Because they knew where they were and they knew what they were coming to. And they knew that they didn't want their next generation, having to go through those struggles as well.
So it's supposed to get better, like a trickle-down effect.
100%. It's how many times have I heard the story of my dad? Oh, I used to walk 17 miles a day to school. I played soccer. I'm like, yeah, Dad, no socks on through glass, right? Yeah, I know.
And uphill.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Everything was uphill.
Everything, always uphill. Forget it. So it's like, it was like, don't get me wrong, come Christmas time, yeah, you know what I mean? You open up, there's meat everywhere, prosciutto, gabagoles over the salad, whatever you wanted, open up the fridge. Yeah, the food was always there. But that was, that's like second nature. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's, coming home, it was just like, all right, do homework. Like, you can never say there was no homework. You know what I mean? Even if I took out a book and pretended sometimes just to not get yelled at. You couldn't say there was no homework because they didn't understand that because they're like, no, there's definitely homework.
There's always something.
Always something to do, So.
And how long did it take you to get a grasp on English?
You know what? I don't really remember. I can't tell you.
Did it kind of just happen?
I feel like with TV helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I was always around people, you know what I mean? Because I was either with my dad at work or, my brother was my brother was much older than me who was just talking. My sister much older than me just talking. It's just like, it happened. It's just, when you grow up in an Italian household, that's your first language because, with my mom every day. So.
Yeah.